Hi, I'm Nina,
I'm Sully.
and this is the Adventures of Nina and Sully.
Hey. Today's subject is friendship and what it should be, and sadly what it is. Good things in friendship, having someone to talk to, and this doesn't mean just talking to someone. I'm talking about you're feeling really weird one night and you feel like no one will understand. You just text that one friend who actually texts you back and starts talking to you about it. Doesn't start talking about themselves or anything like that. They actually focus on you're having a problem and they talk to you about it and help you.
Spending time together, like doing something both of you enjoy. Like playing video games or going on walks, springs, swimming, tennis. Just a board game, something. Sit down and actually, put your phones down.
Make videos together.
Or this. Just do stupid things like this.
This is stupid things
Shut up.
now. Fun. God. Just being supportive. Well, this doesn't just mean you agree with what they're doing and you sit there and you tell them, yeah, that's fine. No, it's actually helping them through it. It's actually being there, listening to them, understanding it, and helping them. And if you think something's a bad idea, voicing it. Being supportive is being there no matter what.
Being able to take ideas from one another. Like if you have one opinion on something, and the other friend has another, and you listen to them, and then you're like, oh yeah, maybe it's not always like that. And it changes a little bit. And you just open your mind more to things in general.
Say I like the way you worded that. Just open-minded.
Sorry, go next.
Taking advice from your friend, like being actually good.
Carrot.
Taking advice from one another, like how many times have you just didn't know the answer and you just Googled it, and then you just a bunch of different random opinions, and at that point it didn't even help. I can't tell you how many times I didn't know anything about a subject. Comprehending it off the internet wasn't helping. Nothing was helping. And I've asked a friend to help me. I listened to their advice and helped a lot. And they actually sat there and walked me through the advice if I didn't understand it.
Did you say opening your mind?
Yes. Then you have the bad things in friendships. Like talking behind each other's back. Like really, guys. If you have something to say to them, just confront them about it. Because if you don't, it's just going to catch up to you or the other person, and then they're going to confront you.
And this doesn't mean that if you have a couple, things you don't agree with, there's one thing where you don't have the right to say something, but you still have an opinion on it. And there's another when...
Like you don't like the way they dress.
Yeah.
Or the way they smell, or they don't put their makeup on the way you do. You guys can go trip in a ditch because that's absolutely ridiculous. No one should be like you. You should be your own person.
Keeping secrets. It's understandable if you don't tell a secret right away, and there's certain secrets that you do keep from your friends, but then there's others that you should tell your friends if they're a close friend, not just blab it out to every friend. No, just certain friends. I understand that sometimes it takes time, and then there's times where you're keeping a secret that could actually, one, harm you and your friend would be concerned, or harm your friend. They're your friend. This is just someone you've chosen to be in your close vicinity. Tell them.
Ignoring one another for I don't know what reason. Like they're calling your name or whatever, and you're just like,
Or like you send them a text and you don't send a text for a long time, or you call them on the phone and you just stream their call. Just completely ignore their existence.
Why do you claim that to be a friendship?
If you avoid someone, they're not your friend. Being used by them, being used by your friend, is the most terrible feeling in the world, because that's your friend. This is a two-way street here. It's not I take it. That's not a friendship. You're using that person, and that's one of the worst things you can do to a friend.
Or like using them to get somewhere else in life. Unless that person is like 100% like they know what you're doing and they know that you're trying to use them to get somewhere better.
Yeah. Normally you have to pay for that.
Yeah. Normally you do have to pay for that.
Like, that's like... that's also your friend.
This is like prostitute.
Your friend is there to help you maybe in life. You know, help each other, but it shouldn't be your stepping stone.
Yeah. So
I'm just
that I
gonna
can get
use you.
somewhere else.
Then ignore you.
Then there's lying. Please, guys, don't do that. Just being truthful is like the best way. Like, especially, I mean, even if you say you're gonna tell the truth and then you end up lying just because you don't want to say the entire thing. Like, you just get it all out on the table while the subject is up and about, because later they're gonna find out some way or somehow, and again, it's just gonna mess up that trust that you have with your friend. It's like the worst thing you can do.
Trust is what your friendship is based off of. Without trust, you're not friends. If you can't trust your friend, like, if you left your wallet at your friend's house, you should trust that friend not to steal your money.
Or even look in it.
Or even looking at it. Unless, like, you're screwing around with them because you have that friendship and you put something funny in their wallet.
Or something like that. Pranking them, you know.
Yeah, the trust is what almost every relationship is based off of, and throwing that away is throwing the friendship away. That is, you're wasting that person's time at that point. And a half-truth is a full lie.
And don't claim to be really close to somebody and you don't treat them like that. That's like, why would you do that?
There's no excuse for lying, period, at all. You shouldn't lie. It doesn't matter if everybody in the world lies. It doesn't make it okay for you to lie. Especially with friends.
Yeah, don't make up something. Be like, oh yeah, and you know, blah blah blah, just to avoid them. Like, if you don't want to spend any more time with them, you want to go in your room, do your own thing, whatever, just say, hey look, I'm gonna go do something else. Not like, oh I got that stuff to do, or I gotta go sleep or something like that, whatever. Just tell them you want to spend time by yourself, something like that, whatever. Because when they find out you're like so like you're doing whatever, it's just like a slap in the face kind of thing. You know, it's just simple things like that. Or it can be bigger things.
Don't lie to your friends. Ever. Because if you're really friends, they'll always understand. Even if they get mad at you and try and run you over with a car.
Why do you have to tell them that?
Because you were going to run me over with a car.
Don't lie, or you will be ran over with a car.
But I wasn't lying to you when you went to run me over with a car. I was honest. And that's how I was going to run over with a car. It's still not good. Don't lie. Even if they're going to kill you. Don't lie. Because they might kill you worse if you lie.
Yeah, they find out later that you were lying to them. They're gonna run you over in your sleep.
I live in the second story. How would you do that?
Monster truck.
Holy shit. Well, yes, that's the good and bad things of friendship. If you do any of these things, maybe you should reevaluate how good of a friend you are. If these things happen to you, maybe you should evaluate your friends.
If you have any questions or experiences, just drop down below, leave a comment. We'd like to hear them, talk about them. Maybe we can help you through your problems.
Yeah.
Give you advice or something like that.
And if you have any advice for us by some chance, if you maybe thought a little more elaborate on one of our points, by all means, leave it in the comment section.
We would love that.
Yes. Stop that crap. You're going to get the wrong idea. Oh!